Well, this was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Morgan Wallen has finally released new solo material after numerous collaborations over the past few months with Hardy, Lil Durk, and Ernest. The dude is definitely a magnet for hit songs at the moment, and I expect nothing less from this. I was a little skeptical for a few reasons, with him releasing music this soon into his album era, and the demo he played of this song a few days ago having pretty awful vocal quality. I was worried that this would be like the Red Taylor's version situation where she released largely unfinished songs, but his new song is here. It's called Don't Sing Jesus, so let's dive right in. First off, thankfully the sample played ahead of time was definitely just a demo. The production quality here has definitely more life to it, with the calming mandolin humming throughout the beginning, and the only thing that really bothers me is the hissing cymbals, but it's barely noticeable. Call it more so a pet peeve of mine. Morgan's initial entrance definitely felt a bit dry, but I feel like that was intentional as he really gets things going later in the song, making for a nice build-up that just grows with far more passion until it begins to calm down near the end. The pacing for this song is rock solid, even though there's definitely a few minor gaps in the vocal intensity. In terms of the peak of its usage, this might be Morgan's best performance. Tonally, the song matches the greatness of other songs on Dangerous like Wondering About the Wind, Cover Me Up, and 865. A sense of seriousness and gravity to them, but still very enjoyable. Production-wise, there's no drowning out of any vocals like it occurred on Flower Shops, because Morgan is able to let loose here in contrast to his more mellow nature on that song. Weirdly out of character for Joey Moy to nail the production, but hey, who am I to complain? However, message-wise is where I think this song truly shines, as it's about the low point of Morgan after several sings, and how people will use criticism of Face to shame him, and he believes he deserves all of it. However, in the end, he comes to the realization that's not how the idea of Jesus works. He doesn't cast stones, he forgives. There's gonna be people who look at this song and think, oh, he uses Face as a crutch and an excuse. And while you could look at it that way, it's more so about both ideas existing at the same time. That faith in a higher power can be used as a sense of morality grounding us, yet despite our self-straying from the past, Jesus represents this ideal nature of morals and would never use that against us. It's an extremely powerful double nature to the phrase "don't think Jesus does it that way." And its compelling nature allows it to soar far above a fair amount of Morgan's previous work, capable of tackling themes of the star life tearing you apart, guilt, along with depression and faith in religion all at once, which is truly impressive, coming together to form this grand yet eventual resolve. I really only have one major problem with this song, and it's gonna sound way more harsh than it actually is, but while the compelling themes are there, I just don't think it actively puts it in the forefront nor expands on that theme in any way that's truly masterful. Because throughout this song, I can tell it's desperately trying to be the next Cover Me Up. It actually does feel like he's ripping off the opening to Wallen's version of the song. But what holds this song back from being a true masterpiece is the fact that Wallen didn't write this song. His friends did. Now, I know it seems silly to complain about a song not being written by the singer, but when the song details an important moment in that singer's life, then he should absolutely be a part of the making of the song. It's like if a couple of Jason Isbell's friends went to Isbell in 2012 and said, "Hey buddy, we wrote a song for you, hope you like it," or to BJ Barham or William Clark Green. These songs are so impactful because they reflect their experiences, and Don't Think Jesus feels like an external view of Morgan's situation rather than an introspection, causing the perspective nature of the song to feel pretty disjointed. So many aspects come together here, from the somber tone to Morgan's powerful vocal performance and the message of the song. But there's that disconnect between what's being said by who's saying it that's pretty glaring, holding it back from joining the level of recovery songs like Who I Was Then, One Day at a Time, and of course, Cover Me Up. This is not me saying this makes this song bad, it's me saying this is what's holding it back from getting a 10 out of 10. Because the pieces definitely were there for a song to reach that level, and while it's a little frustrating it didn't go there, the final result is definitely still something special. Don't Think Jesus at the end of the day is still a major triumph for Wallen in my eyes, and if anything, shows that there's still so much more room for Wallen to grow into an even more impactful artist and person. If I were Morgan, I'd ditch Wasted on You for radio and put this song on, because it's clearly better. But if it's too personal for that, I respect it. Rating wise, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 for the new song. And if this is any indication for a new, more mature record, then I'd say the future looks bright.